In this lecture, we're going to be reviewing adding in Wix bookings. Wix bookings is a tool that gives users the ability on your website to sign up for an appointment or a class. It can be something that's set for free, or of course you can request payment. Let's begin. The first thing that we're going to do is click on the app market. The next thing we'll do is enter in the search bar bookings. Once you've entered it, you can click enter and you'll see a screen that looks like this. Now we're going to be adding in Wix bookings, but if you do want to look at other booking providers, feel free to do that as well. We'll click directly on Wix bookings. Once I click on it, I'll see a screen that looks like this. There's a description of the tool on the right. I can of course look at a demonstration. I can go to features and pricing to compare the free package to the premium package. And then once I'm ready to add it to my site, I can click on Add to Site. Once you add the booking app to your site, it automatically creates a new page. And on that new page, you're going to see information that's entered by default. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to click on Settings. And what Settings gives us the ability to do is customize what's on this page. The first thing that I can do is I can adjust ultimately what shows. I can have private services as it's listed right now, or I can show private services and have it in a calendar format. And as you can see, it doesn't show where it's listed, it shows the availability. I can click directly back on Settings, and of course I can change it to anything that's listed here. I'll change it right back to what I had before, which was private services. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to click right back on Settings, and I'm going to go to Design. I can also change the colors affiliated with what's on this page as well. I can also do the same thing for text. Once you're done with customizations, you can then click on Manage Bookings. Once you click on Manage Bookings, you have the ability to add in different services, either private or group. This is where you'll enter in your appointment, or let's say the classes that you're offering. Now before you add in any service, you might want to come down here and add in staff members. And the reason why is, as you're adding in different services, you are going to want to assign a staff member. So you don't have to go back and retouch all of your services. You can go ahead and add all the staff members that you have ahead of time. Then as you're setting up your classes or your appointments, you'll already have the right staff member names entered. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and add a private service. I'll click on Add Private Service. It's quite simple. The first thing you do is you enter in a service name. The second thing you do is you can assign a category if you'd like. You can go ahead and select something here if you've added one. If not, you can click on Add New, and you can put something else as well. So what we have now is the service name and then the category Women's Haircuts. I can add a photo, and I can also add a description. And then, as I had mentioned here, you can add in a staff member. You can also add in a staff member here for the first time, but again, as discussed before, you might want to go ahead and do all of that before you get started with adding in the services. Scrolling down a bit more, you could set the service duration, add in hours, and add in minutes, and then you can do time between appointments. This might be something that, let's say, a hairdresser would do because they might need time to clean up in between a particular service and another, or any other type of class that there might be offered. You want to go ahead and make sure you're entering in the duration correctly, because this is the time that's going to be blocked off on your calendar. So you want it to be as accurate as possible. And then the last thing that you're going to see here is for pricing and location. So you can set the service for free, or you can set a price. If you do want it to be paid, you can enter the price in here, and then you can select accepting payments just on the website, in person, or both. And then for location, you can enter in your place as you have it, or of course you can enter in another address, or you can select the customer's place, whichever works best for you. Scrolling back up, I can then click on Calendar. So when I click on Calendar, I have the ability to view my calendar and all of the scheduled appointments that I have. You could view it weekly, and you can also view it daily. You can also scroll here to change the different weeks to see things in advance. The next thing that I'll show is for payment. If you are requesting payment from users when they're signing up, you do want to enable a payment gateway so you can get paid via PayPal or you can get paid via Stripe. The next thing that you want to set up is business setup, and you can enter in your business information, and then also you can click here for booking options. You can customize your calendar, you can add a booking policy, and you can also send auto emails and reminders. And then once again, there's staff, so of course you can enter in as many staff members as you need to. And then last but not least, there are customers. So you can manage all of your customers here in this section. If needed, you can add in a new customer, but as individuals sign up, you're going to see the customers right here in this section. Also note that as individuals are signing up for classes and so forth, you will also receive emails, so it won't just be archived here, you'll also have them in your inbox. So ultimately, that's how you manage Wix bookings. It's quite simple between settings in terms of how you want it to look, as well as on clicking Manage Bookings, you can adjust the services that you have offered, either private or group. And then, of course, if you do need to upgrade this app to something that gives you more features, you can also do that as well.